Postcard for Lunette the Clown.
Thank you, Major Bedhead. Oh, it's a postcard from my Auntie Macassar. Wonder what she says.
Dear Lunette, sorry to have taken so long in writing to you. I hope you don't think I forgot about you. Not to worry, a Macassar never forgets. Especially since I've come up with Macassar's Marvelous Memory Minder. Here's a little trick. Help you give a little kick to your noodle when you gotta make it stick. If you gotta do a thing, you just tie a little string to your finger to remember what to bring. And if you think you might forget it, don't blow it. Look at the string on your finger and you'll know it. If you wanna remember something new, like people or the places you're going to. If you wanna recall the way to class, make up a story with the names of the streets you have to pass. Here's another game. Help you light a little flame under your Bunsen when you gotta know a name. If you find a word that rhymes with the one you wanna store, it's a trick that I've done 1,000 times. You take a name you want, like Molly, you stick it with a word that rhymes like Dolly. If you wanna remember something new, like people or the places you're going to. If you wanna recall the way to class, make up a story with the names of the streets you have to pass.
Here's a big kiss to remember me by. Aw, love you like a crazy, your Auntie Macassar.
Oh, that Auntie Macassar sure has some great ways to remember things. I like the one about tying a string to your finger.
Oh, yeah, or making up rhymes to remember. Parsnips, parsnips in the stew. Don't forget these things to do. Change your socks.
Yikes! Yikes! I better get going. I almost forgot there's things to do. They'll never forgive me if I forget to deliver this package here to the Funny Money Financial Counselors.
Oh, don't worry, Major Bedhead. Clowns always forgive and forget, even if someone forgets to give.
What do you mean, Granny?
Well, sometimes, Lunetka, it's good to forget. Like when some clown makes a mistake. Maybe he hurts your feelings, or he eats all the cabbage cookies. When he says he's sorry, you should forgive him and forget it ever happened. Forgive and forget. Start clean. Which reminds me, don't you think I forgot about your flea bat, Snickle Fritz?
Forgive and forget. That's a nice idea, right, Major Bedhead?
Right. Oops! I better get going. I'm forgetting my job. Well, as much as I'd like to, I can't keep fiddling around all day.
Fiddling around all day? Major Bedhead, you did it! You made me remember what I was going to say to Molly.
I did?
You did!
Well, you better go tell her now before you forget again.
Oh, right. Thanks. Gotta go, Granny! I remember now.
Snickle Fritz!
Molly, I got my memory back. No, silly. I mean, I remember what I was going to say. Well, you know when you said that you wanted to play your fiddle and I said that gave me a great idea? Well, my great idea was this, to get you to play your fiddle while I read a story. You know, accompany me. Like in the movies, when it gets all mushy and the music gets really romantic and everybody starts to cry or kiss or something. Good idea? Okay, I'll get the book. Here it is. And my glasses. There. All set? Oh, right. Oops. Well, you can't forget that. You need good light to read the words and see the pictures. Ready, Molly? Oh, this looks like a good one. This story is called Better Forgotten. Kind of reminds me of what Granny said. Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Charlie. He loved his grandmother very much, even though she could be awfully forgetful. Charlie was always having to remind her to turn off the tap, or to turn off the stove, or to close the front door so the cat wouldn't get out. Nanny was always losing her glasses or forgetting where she put her tea. But worst of all, she kept on calling Charlie George. George is my dad. I'm Charlie. Nanny would laugh and say, "Of course you are, Charlie. I'm just getting forgetful in my old age." But 10 minutes later, she'd do it again. "Have you seen my glasses, George?" "Nanny," he'd answer a little less kindly, "I'm Charlie, and your glasses are right there on the table." One day when she said, "George, have you seen my—" Charlie couldn't stand it anymore. "Nanny, I'm Charlie," he said in a loud, angry voice and stomped out of the room. He sat on the steps. At first he felt mad, but then he felt sorry. He knew he shouldn't have yelled at Nanny. She couldn't help being forgetful. She wasn't doing it on purpose. Charlie went back into the house and sat on his grandmother's lap. "Nanny," he said, "I'm sorry I got mad at you." "Oh, I've forgotten all about it," she said, patting his hand. Charlie tried to remind her. "You remember, Nanny, I screamed at you because you forgot my name, and I'm sorry." "Oh, George, I mean Charlie," she said. "I know what you're talking about. I just meant that I forgive you, so I forgot all about it. Forgive and forget. That's what I always say." That's when Charlie knew that Nanny still remembered the really important things. The end. Oh, Molly, I almost cried at the end of that one. It was so nice, especially with you playing your fiddle. Well, I guess it's time to just snuggle up and take a nice little nap. Well, thanks for coming over. See you again soon. Molly, why do you keep hitting me like that? Hey, oh, how could I forget? Hey, who made this big mess? Me? I did, didn't I? Well then, I have to clean it up. It's only fair. So get ready for the 10-second tidy. Ready, set, go! There! I didn't forget one toy, did I, George? Just kidding. You know what, Molly? I haven't forgotten how to have a snooze, that's for sure. Want to have a snuggle? Okay. Here. Well, don't you forget to come back to the big comfy couch to play with us again. Toodles! Oh, Molly, I remember a rhyme. It goes like this. Time for rest and you're the best. That's a nice poem. I hope I remember it tomorrow. and the clown jumped over the moon.